The next 3 months represent an excellent opportunity to engage with your clients to deliver tax alpha. By that I mean it's an opportunity to assess available allowances and exemptions in the 3 months leading up to the end of the tax year, but also to look ahead to next year and plan tax strategy to maximise the use of those exemptions, allowances and tax effective investment opportunities for the year to come. It's often, in fact always, best to plan ahead to use those exemptions, allowances and opportunities than it is to wait until the last moment. That said, we are approaching the last moment in relation to the tax year, so tax year end planning is always worth doing. I would recommend carrying out what is a kind of tax health check on your clients. A great reason to have a meeting and a great reason to engage with the client to show the value of your relationship, which will be demonstrable in terms of the allowances and exemptions you uncover that are still available that they could use. Now, whether they choose to use them is another issue, and largely they'll carry out a kind of cost-benefit analysis in determining whether it's worth accessing an allowance or an exemption for the work that they have to put into it. So they'll look at what they get out of it, i.e. the tax that they'll save, versus the work and effort they have to put into it by claiming that allowance or taking the necessary action, or both, and make that decision with your help, of course. So it's about taking the time now, though, to have that engagement. And if they choose to do nothing, then at least you have made them aware of what's available to them. As I mentioned, setting tax strategy ahead for next year will be really, really important. Now, we are also in a time of heightened sort of activity and publicity around taxation generally, because not only are we approaching the end of the year, where traditionally, the end of the tax year, you have a lot of press activity around don't forget to use this allowance or that allowance, but also, and this is unusual in this sense because we have a new government, we will have a budget in this 3-month period, so sometime towards the end of February, which will again raise the awareness around taxation. So great opportunities for you to engage now on the matter of the budget and year-end planning. We will of course be covering those in great detail in the 3 months leading up to the end of the tax year and leading up to the beginning of the next tax year. All of that of course will be covered on TechLink. So I would encourage you to stay logged in and keep looking at tax year end planning and budget 2020.